What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And you know what's funny right now is because it's December, folks are putting up tweets about all of these Star Wars anniversaries from the movies that dropped, in the late teens. Rogue One, for instance, is 8 years old today. That was posted up by Screen Time. And then Culture Crave posted up The Last Jedi was released 7 years ago today. People are reacting to it and talking about it. You know the one thing that they are not talking about right now? Yeah, the Skeleton Crew. Ain't nobody talking about this show. It's almost like it doesn't even exist. It's like, is the Skeleton Crew actually happening? Are we imagining this show? I mean, it's weird because there's nobody talking about this show. This show is absolutely dormant. Nobody's having anything to say about it. It's like nobody's watching it. Yeah, it's sitting up here with some decent ratings and everything, right? 95% from the critics, 80% from the audience. Audience is saying, not so bad, all right? Even like Critical Drinker had came out and said, yo, Skeleton Crew is not terrible. So, legitimate people have come out. They've given their reviews. They've said this is a decent enough show. It's not necessarily woke like Star Wars has tend to be, Disney Star Wars, that is. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's watching it. That tells you everything you need to know about the brand damage that's been done to this franchise. I thought this was particularly interesting. You guys remember this cat, Stone Star Wars, that put this little thing up on Twitter, Toxic Star Wars fans, me, and then the cast of the Skeleton Crew? You remember this cat posted this up? Yeah, I went through his entire timeline. He's not even talking about the Skeleton Crew. You see all kind of bullshit about everything else, okay? Mostly the Acolyte. All right, but all kinds of other crap on here. Ain't no conversations going down about the Skeleton Crew. How come this dude's not talking about the Skeleton Crew? See, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares about this show. That's how bad it is right now for the Skeleton Crew and for this Star Wars brand. Disney Star Wars, this is on you. You have a Star Wars show that is not doing bad on the ratings. People seem to think it's mostly all right, and nobody's watching it. Nobody cares about it. And you would never have thought that a Star Wars television show would be out right now and it's just like non-existent. Non-existent to the point, like I said, where these shills, all right? The Star Wars shills ain't even talking about the show, all right? This cat got everything else up under the sun in regards to Star Wars except the show that's out right now. He's not even discussing it. It's too funny, man. It's too funny. But again, that shows you exactly where the franchise is. That even its current material, where everybody should be buzzing about it and talking about it, nobody's saying nothing. Not a mumbling word, all right? And then you get to this article right here from thatparkplace.com. Star Wars Skeleton Crew flops again, fails to land on the top 10 streaming viewership charts for a second week. So we saw that last time, all right? Episodes 1 and 2 dropped, didn't chart in the top 10. And now this third episode is dropped, still not in the top 10, Nobody is watching this show whatsoever, all right? Here's the chart that they're talking about. This is on Variety Illuminate. So you can see, once again, Paramount, Netflix, they dominate. You also got one here from Peacock, The Day of the Jackal, but no Disney Plus and no Skeleton Crew. This is Star Wars that we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars. Can't crack the top 10? Y'all might not come from the era where Star Wars was the biggest thing going, but from my era, Star Wars was the biggest thing going. If anything Star Wars came out, people were talking about it, people were buzzing about it, people were into the books, The books were blowing off the shelves. All right, but see, look, now you got what? Landman, Black Doves, The Madness, Lioness, The Ultimatum, Marry or Move On, Tulsa King, Man on the Inside, Lioness Again, I guess season 2 or season 1 and season 2, The Later Daters, and Day of the Jackal, all smoking Star Wars out. I mean, if I'm Bob Iger, I'm like, okay, look, we paid $4 billion for Star Wars, and we can't beat out fucking Day of the Jackal. We can't beat out The Ultimatum, Marry or Move On. A Man on the Inside, like, we can't beat this shit out. What the hell? These series, I'm guaranteeing you, Netflix didn't pay $4 billion for this. What the hell is going on, Kathleen? Yeah, see, Kathleen fucked off all the bread, bruh. She be with all of her woke ideology. She has absolutely destroyed a franchise that you paid $4 billion for. What are you waiting on? What the hell is taking Bob Iger so? And the other thing is, it's not even trending on the entertainment level, right? Like, you don't see hashtag Skeleton Crew anywhere up here. Disney Star Wars way down there, but like I said, that's all in regards to like Rogue One and The Last Jedi and all of that. Nothing on here about the Skeleton Crew. You know, like the night before, like the next episode drops, it's usually like, oh yeah, everybody's talking about it, buzzing about it. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen on the next episode. You know, I wonder if what's going to happen with this character, this storyline, that storyline. None of that is happening. All right. Skeleton Crew is an afterthought. Nobody's talking about it. No tweets, no theories, nothing. This thing is just dead. You know, they talking about Henry Cavill, Spider-Man 4, the Snyderverse, Naughty Dog, Daredevil, all kinds of other shit is going on. Skeleton Crew with Star Wars, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And look, you can pin it right back on this movie right here, The Last Jedi. This was the beginning of the end. In my opinion, 7 years ago, that's when Kathleen Kennedy should have got her walking papers. All right. Oh, hell no. No, she got to go. She got to go. A lot of people, you know, they give Kathleen Kennedy credit for being some sort of a great producer as far as her being able to put a movie together or whatever. But it's a big difference between being a good movie producer and being a head of a studio. All right. Kathleen Kennedy, for the most part, is just riding coattails and just putting together, okay, I know enough people in Hollywood where I can put X and Y and Z together and I can put together a movie. But that don't mean I'm a creative person that I know what the hell I'm doing, you know, and she clearly doesn't. Not with this franchise, she doesn't. And not with Indiana Jones either, or Willow. The entirety of Lucasfilm. She has sunk that shit to the bottom of the ocean. Why is she still there, Bob Iger? All right? You got to answer to that, man. If I'm a shareholder, which I am not, but if I were a shareholder over there at Disney, I'd be like, all right, man, I need some answers, man. This is getting out of control. You guys dropped some money on this new Skeleton Crew thing, and we can't even crack the top 10 in original streaming. These are all original shows, all right? From this time period, we can't even crack the top 10. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. But this is Disney Star Wars. This is Disney Star Wars in a nutshell. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Again, it is what it is. Disney Star Wars has been doing this for a while now, so we're not surprised. But at the same time, it's just astonishing to see. It's like, wow, look how far this franchise has fallen to the depths of despair. And the only way to get rid of this situation is to clean house. Fire everybody over there at Lucasfilm and start from scratch, all right? But y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.